All of my kids went to Camp Chief Hector and they had so much fun.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
there
just
you
a
go.
wonderful, wonderful place. And this is the time of year when parents start looking ahead
Yes.
to summer camp, right?
I just booked a lot of them this morning, in
Yeah.
fact. Yeah. It's a lot of money also, for the record. Okay, outside of the money talk, we're going to talk weather here, and quiet weather. We don't have anything really to talk about for the next little while. Now, there's still some leftover snowfall in parts of the foothills, and that's tapering off tonight. But, you know, Banff and Canmore could pick up another centimeter of snow before it's all said and done. Again, we could still see the stray snowflake here in Calgary over the next little bit. We're sitting at 2 at the airport, 3 downtown, 3 in Tazab Park. Big 4 Motors massive first anniversary sale is on. See it at big4motors.com. All right, and for tomorrow, pretty quiet. There will be fog patches because we have the moisture developing tonight. We'll have fog patches out there tomorrow morning and a high of 8. Lovely. More details coming up, Ian.
Things really are improving. We're getting to the point where a spring jacket is kind of the norm, right?
Yeah, and you know, for most people, it'll be t-shirts, and I guarantee you a lot of shorts by the weekend, right?
Some people do that a little too early for my taste, but, you know.
Yeah, it's Alberta, right?
Yep.
So it's like there are so many people that can handle cold weather here. And when we get into the teens for the weekend, sure, why not? Okay, Skywatch weather cam showing you the clouds are still here. We still have the potential for a stray snowflake here and there before this system that's mainly off to the west is all said and done. All right, let's talk about what we can expect with regards to temperatures, because right now we're sitting at 2 degrees in Calgary. We're sitting at 3 in Drumheller, 5 in Brooks and Medicine Hat, and 1 in Pinter Creek. So we have mild temperatures for now. Now, a normal daytime high for Calgary is 2 degrees for this time of year. All right, okay, when we look at radar, we look at satellite. This is the system that we're still dealing with. So you can see the snowfall in the mountains. So some of the system did spill over, as we talked about. A couple centimeters fell in parts of K-Country, for example, and through the Banff area. I want to zoom into this to show you. This is starting to fizzle out. So we're almost done with this. We're looking at some snowfall in the forecast for next week, but this is it really for the rest of this week, specifically for Calgary. When we look at this, again, it's fizzling out, so we may still see a couple snowflakes even through the evening hours, as you can see here, but then that fully dies out overnight tonight and early tomorrow morning for the mountains. Then we're looking at some cloud cover, but mainly some sunshine as we head through tomorrow. There will be some more development, but that'll be closer to Rocky Mountain House and Nordegg, and it won't be anything significant. All right, when we look at amounts, before this is all fully said and done, Canmore and Banff could pick up another couple centimeters of snow. Claresholm could even pick up a centimeter this evening before that system is fully out of the way. Okay, so 8 degrees for tomorrow, 11 for Friday, and then into the teens for the weekend. So we have a lot of warmth coming up for the weekend. It's not going to be a long laster, though, in those teens, because we do drop for next week. By Monday, we're looking at 4 degrees. Before I even head into the 10-day trend, this should be right here. So set your clocks back before you go to sleep Saturday night, because that change takes effect, where we spring forward an hour Sunday morning. Okay, by Monday, we're looking at a good chance of some mixed precipitation and a high of 4, looking at that 10-day trend. 8 degrees for tomorrow, 11 for Friday. Again, the teens by the weekend. And then as we head into next week, you can see this cooling trend. We will dip back below normal and below the freezing mark. So you got to keep those warmer coats still handy. It's that season where you kind of need everything in a week. But we're looking at warm weather for the weekend, which is a key thing.
Once we wrap up this week, we have a really nice weekend ahead.
Yeah, really nice weekend. And enjoy it, because after this weekend, things cool down again. It'll be a bit of a snowier week next week. So, you know, back into winter-y weather next week. 2 degrees is our current temperature. We did get up to 4 today, which is a little above the normal of 2. Nowhere near the record of 19.4, but we'll get somewhat close to that by the weekend, somewhat. Okay, 8 degrees is our high for tomorrow. Keep in mind, though, in the morning hours with the wind chill, it will feel closer to about -6. So a bit of a chilly start again tomorrow morning. Fog patches certainly possible, but then a good chunk of sunshine for the day tomorrow and calm winds. 11 degrees for Friday, and then by Saturday, we are looking at 13 degrees, and we should remain, daytime highs anyway, should remain in the teens for the entire weekend, but we lose an hour.
Well, it isn't technically spring yet. It sure feels like it, though. Danielle, another above average day.
Yeah, you're right, Tara. A couple degrees above normal. And when it comes to spring, you know what? Yes, spring is just 2 weeks away officially, but Mother Nature is giving us a nice little taste of it for this week. We're going to continue to climb temperature-wise. And by the weekend, yeah, you'll see quite a few people in shorts, I'm sure. All right, 2 degrees is the current temperature. Again, we did get to 4 today. Winds relatively calm, some sunshine. We have had some cloud cover as well. There is a small chance of seeing an isolated snowflake overnight tonight because there's still that system off to the west. We also, because of that moisture, could see some fog patches develop this evening and through tomorrow morning. But by tomorrow, we're going to get even warmer than we got today, up to a high of 8 degrees with a good chunk of sunshine. That even hotter, warmer, longer range forecast coming up, Tara.
Thank you, Danielle. To connect with Danielle one more time, the further we get into this week, the nicer it gets.
Oh, yes. By the weekend, temperatures in the teens, real spring-like weather for us with a good chunk of sunshine by the weekend as well. Until we get there, you know, we're going to do a slow climb, but we're not looking at any real active weather as this system really tapers out in many communities. When I say this system, we didn't really see much of it in Calgary. We got some of the cloud cover today, but the system has been mainly a weather maker to the west of Calgary, and I'll show you it in just a second here. 2 is where we're sitting right now in Calgary. We did get to a high of 4 today, so 2 is what's normal for this time of year. We've already been above normal, and we will continue to be further and further above normal as we go through this week. +1 in Banff and Brooks, 3 in Medicine Hat, 2 in Milk River. Okay, there's that system, which is really starting to fizzle out in BC, fizzle out on our side of the Rockies. It did spill over a little bit and created some snowfall. Banff, Canmore, through K Country and Calgary, we got the cloud cover from this. We could even see a stray snowflake in Calgary tonight, but we're not really looking at anything here in Calgary with regards to that snowfall. It's mainly a system that's off to the west. Banff, Canmore could pick up another couple centimeters before this is all said and done tonight. Even Claresholm could pick up a centimeter as well. All right, when we look at that future cast, the hour by hour, you can see that system fully fizzle out overnight tonight. And then we'll have some residual cloud cover in the morning. Another key thing for the morning, because of the moisture that's still there, we're looking at fog patches for most communities in southern Alberta tonight and through tomorrow morning. And then that clouds, they clear out. And we're looking at a good chunk of sunshine for much of tomorrow, which will allow our temperatures to climb even higher than what we had today. Another key thing about these higher temperatures is this ridge of high pressure that will build in for the weekend, just into southern Alberta, really. And that's going to help us get into the teens, which is quite nice. Again, spring doesn't officially start for 2 weeks, but it will certainly feel like spring this weekend. So 8 for tomorrow with mainly sunny skies, a lot of sunshine as well for Friday, getting up to 11. So we're in the double digits before we even get into the weekend. And then by the weekend, at least 13 on Saturday and 14 on Sunday. So it's a bit of a trade-off here. We have the warm weather, we'll have a lot of sunshine for the weekend, but we also are going to lose an hour. So make sure before you go to sleep Saturday night that you bring your clock forward 1 hour. By next week, though, we are looking at more snowfall for next week, and temperatures will continue to cool next week. So enjoy the heat while we get it this week, Tara.
Thank you, Danielle. The company says they're trying to bring back the species because modern conservation doesn't work at the speed of a changing environment. Colossal Biosciences says it has plans to bioengineer other extinct species too, like the Tasmanian tiger and the dodo. I'm not a big fan of the mouse, but that's a cute mouse, so you have to admit.
Cute mouse.
Yeah.
But this also reminds me of that movie Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park, yes, which didn't end well, just in case they're...
We don't want that.
Stay ahead.
No.
Yeah.
Keep the cute mice, though.
Well, chances are you will remember that famous Molson Beer commercial from 25 years ago. The character named Joe, he ends with, "I am Canadian." Remember that one? We found our new patriotism, and now we've sparked a new version of that commercial.
They mistake our modesty for meekness, our kindness for consent, our nation for another star on their flag, and our love of a hot, cheesy poutine with their love of a hot, cheesy Putin. They think they...
So there you go. This is the new We Are Canadian ad campaign. It just dropped on YouTube. If you want to go watch the whole thing, it already has many, many views. It's very good. We're all feeling patriotic, extra patriotic.
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
Also, you had me at Putin.
Yeah. Distraction. Well, tradespeople often have an assistant, but they aren't always as enthusiastic as this one. This very excited golden retriever is trying to help a plumber working on a sink in Denmark. Albert's trying to get right under the counter there and offer whatever help he can. Luckily, the plumber's actually a family friend, so he doesn't seem to mind this at all.
But at what point does he say, look, you're just not helping?
Can you please take your dog away?
I got work to do.
He's not there yet. Well, sometimes when you're trying something out for the very first time, it can be a little shocking. Look at those big eyes. That cat is seeing and feeling snow for the very first time. The look on his face is a little shocked.
He looks like a cartoon.
The big eyes. I was not expecting this.
Get me out of here.
Back inside, please.
This doesn't feel very good.
Well, just ahead.
Here's your Skywatch weather camera, and we certainly had some cloud cover today, but we had a little bit of warmth. We got up to 4 degrees for today. We're going to continually climb this week, and it's really going to feel toasty by the weekend. In fact, even by Friday. Okay. Let's get to a couple things here. 2 is our current temperature and what's normal for this time of year. But again, we did get up to 4 degrees for today. The record for this day is 19.4 for a daytime high. Okay, when you compare us to the rest of the country, you can see the warmer spots on the map. Victoria, Vancouver got up to 10, Toronto got up to 7, and Montreal got up to 8. We, again, the 4, not so bad, and we'll crush that 4 later this week. 2 is the temperature right now in Calgary, 1 in Banff and Rocky Mountain House, 0 in Pincher Creek, 3 for Lethbridge and Medicine Hat. So overall, there is a lot of warmth in the province, and again, that will continually climb as this ridge of high pressure builds in. So here's that system that we talked about spilling over a little bit on our side of the Rockies. And Banff and Canmore could pick up another couple centimeters tonight before this is fully said and done, but this is starting to fizzle out. And we may see an odd stray snowflake in Calgary tonight, but mainly we're just getting the cloud cover from this system. Okay, which will clear out tomorrow. All right, Kelowna, 9, Salmon Arm 9 for tomorrow, Fernie 7, Edmonton 8, and mainly sunny. And further to the south, we are looking at mainly sunny skies. So Calgary looking at a high of 8, Lethbridge 7, Medicine Hat 8. Check out your 10-day trend here. And by the weekend, we're looking at temperatures in the teens. And of course, yes, we do lose an hour on the weekend, Tara.
Thank you, Danielle. That's the perfect opportunity to get more people to come out to see them, because
it was
no
good last
chance
year,
of running out of seats.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
All right. Okay. I'm going to say this. We're going to rise each day. So I think Mother Nature is doing this to soften the blow for us as we lose an hour this weekend. So we lose an hour of sleep.
Exchange. Fair
but
exchange.
we get toasty teens.
Good weekend.
Yeah, right?
Like it.
Good trade-off. And enjoy this warmth, because we're looking at 8 tomorrow. Keep in mind fog patches likely in the morning hours, but then sunshine for the rest of the day. And then we'll get into the double digits by Friday. Teens for the weekend. Enjoy it as we get this, because by next week, it looks a little snowier next week and certainly cooler for next week. Okay, weather window brought to you by Lux Windows and Doors. Crafting quality windows and doors for your style, budget, and Alberta's climate. Trent Holmes sent this in from near Sundre area. Sunrise this morning, pretty cool. If you see that out your window, you're not doing too bad, hey?
That's a beautiful shot. Thanks for your company tonight. Have a terrific evening, and we'll see you again tomorrow.